Good morning, and we are back for the final show of 2020 with Coffee with the Chair. However, Commissioner Zadowski will be the new chair, and I'm the outgoing chair. So I'm here today because we're going to turn things around a little bit, and I'm going to actually be interviewing Teresa from the Chamber. I don't think that Teresa has ever been interviewed on this show, and I thought what a great way to wrap things up and to interview and also introduce Melissa, who's done amazing things at the Humane Society. And especially because A&G has been the sponsor of this show all year, and they've agreed to do it next year for us. They're very generous. And so we thought, what a perfect way to end the segment of 2020 on silver linings and great things by the Humane Society, because we know they're passionate, A&G. And I wanted to wrap things up with all the great things that Teresa's done there at the Chamber. So good morning.
Good morning, Kathy.
How are you?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Melissa Mickenturf. I was appointed the Executive Director of the new Humane Society of St. Lucie County on April 1st, 2020.
Okay, but let me stop you there, because didn't you go in there and volunteer and help organize some of this stuff before you actually got the position? You were a volunteer?
Yes, I was a volunteer. I joined the previous board in September of 2019. In October of 2019, that board resigned and left me the board chair position. So we were getting dogs out of Fort Pierce, getting cats out of Fort Pierce, and maintaining the shelter on Glades Cutoff on donations.
And I have to say, I've been out there. You've done a great job. You really have.
Thank you.
I've been out there a couple of times, actually, and it's cleaned up, it's organized. I actually think at times families come in for an animal and we don't even have an animal for them. Is that true, that that's happened?
It has happened in the past. It's, you know, I'm not a one-woman show. We have this great board of directors.
You do?
I have great leadership, and my staff, you can't find better staff.
I know.
We want everybody to leave that shelter feeling great.
I agree. You have done a good job. It's clean. The animals are happy. Mm-hmm. There was a whole lot of remodeling that went on. Mm-hmm. If you've not been out there to the Humane Society, you really should go. And also, I do want to plug in the Humane Society at Savannah Road, because you also went out there, and I think that you are coordinating some of their efforts as well, that you have been out there. We met to go out there because I know that you want to cross-reference with things. So if a family comes in and they're looking for a specific, you follow the animals that come in at the Savannah shelter. Mm-hmm. And if somebody comes in and you don't have it, you call out there and you work through things with Maria and Consuela, and you try to get the animal and match up the family with that too. So it's a joint effort with both facilities. However, we do need to make it clear that it is two separate shelters, mm-hmm. that the shelter you're operating is on Glades Cutoff, mm-hmm. which is basically being funded through that board in the city of Port St. Lucie.
Correct.
And the one on Savannah Road is being funded through the county and the city of Fort Pierce. It is going out for a bid, and they're looking for somebody to take it over. My hope is that there's been a lot of nonprofits mm-hmm. that have had an interest. So through your efforts, and Dan and everybody and Shannon Martin and them that came in, we did make some changes, and it's going to go back out that hopefully it'll be something that somebody will take an interest in and come in and do the amazing job you've done there. So I know that the day I was out there, one of the times I was out there, was this precious little dog. By chance, have they decided to bring my dog back?
They have not.
Do they?
Well, wait,
do they,
which dog? Because every time you come out, you find a new dog.
Well, this is true. You know, the little dog that had all the puppies. Like,
Chloe.
Chloe, do they need a daycare for her at all?
Chloe lives in Vero.
Okay.
She has a Tiffany silver collar.
Oh, well, I couldn't match that.
And her 3 babies are doing well. I'm still in contact with everybody who adopted the 3 babies. But just to go back to 100 Savannah Road, we have a really good working relationship with St. Lucie County Animal Control as well as Fort Pierce Animal Control. They're great. Anytime I need something, I call Maria, I call Consuela. Whoever gets the RFP, right. We would like to continue that relationship.
And it's important because we are a community and we're a county. And, mm-hmm. you know, if we have an animal that is needed by you, or you have one that a family comes in, mm-hmm. it's really all about the animals and pairing that animal with the proper family. So I think it's great that we've moved in this direction, mm-hmm. and that we have you and them working together, because we really are one. And so before I go any further, I do want you to remind everybody, because me and Teresa have tried to do this, that there is a drawing going on for a car.
Yes.
And talk about that, okay. and when it is, and wrap that up, because you have what?
We
a
have
1,000 or 2 tickets left to sell?
We have about 2,000 tickets left to sell out of 5,000. The raffle is for a 2020 Chevy Equinox. The drawing will be December 12th at Dyer Chevy in Fort Pierce. The tickets are $20 a piece. During the event, it's going to be a car show, a barbecue, and we are going to draw the winner.
Right.
It's very exciting.
And you can get tickets at?
You can get tickets at our website, which is www.hsslc.org.
Which the guys are very great about putting that flyer up.
Awesome.
With the information.
Awesome. And you can purchase tickets at the shelter and at our thrift store in Port St. Lucie.
And I also have tickets.
Yes.
So, so let's wrap this up. Let's get those tickets sold. It's all for a good cause.
Yes.
Okay, and then also let's remind everybody to save the date for 2021 because of the fur ball, which they're changing it up a bit, and it's going to be a Western bling thing.
The
So-
Blue Jean Ball.
Correct. So remind everybody about that and the date.
So the Blue Jean, we're going to start promoting the Blue Jean Ball in January. The Blue Jean Ball is actually going to occur in March of 2021. It's still fancy, but it's still blue jeans.
You know, and I don't know if you know the history there, but fur ball was always something that Sandy did in the board.
Yes.
And it was so much fun, and the community, it always sold out. And the times and the years that they did it, that it was Western, was always the biggest and always the funnest. And everybody complimented that.
Yes.
You know, they always were like, why don't we always do it like this? They just loved the Western part of it. And I think it goes back to the days that the locals and us old timers, it was the cattlemen's dance, right? So I think that that's why she's decided to call it that this year and maybe kind of think about keeping a Western theme moving on because that's just really the background and the heritage of St. Lucie County.
I agree. I
Yes.
agree. And I'm excited because I can wear jeans and I don't have to
And
wear a dress.
But it's not going to be just jeans. Trust me, I know how the girls are and they wrap things up and they wear their bling. So it's going to be a fun night, though. It is.
It's going to
always
be a
is.
great night.
She does a good job. So, are you looking for board members? Is the board full?
We are full as of last night, I believe.
Oh, good. So
Yes.
you were able to appoint that you have the board full now.
Yes.
So who? Just let the public know who a couple of the board members are.
So we have Sandy Allen of A&G Pools. We also have Shannon Martin, who's the vice mayor of Port St. Lucie. We also have a licensed veterinarian on staff, an attorney,
And who's the veterinarian?
Dr. Leonard Fox out of
Okay.
Port St. Lucie. And as of last night, we appointed Jamie Hannon of Hannon Environmental Services.
Amazing guy.
We love
good
Jamie.
choice.
We love
good
Jamie.
choice. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yes, he is actually signed up to assist us with getting our baby barn at the shelter.
That's nice. Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's really, really involved in the community too. So it's a good board. You're aligned well then.
Yes.
Good. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything else we need to know? I mean, I know how amazing you are. Teresa knows how amazing you are, but is there anything else that you need to share?
I just kind of wanted to share with the public that since October of 2019, that we have maintained a no-kill rate of 98.72%.
That's amazing. That's
It
good.
really
And that's
is.
very important. And I think that's really kind of been the goal of all the nonprofits is to be a
Yes.
no-kill shelter for both of the Humane Societies. So that's great news. Melissa, I know you're doing a good job because I go out there and I'm good friends with Sandy. And, you know, the thing you just did at the Draft House, those girls at the Draft House are always amazing and supportive of the Humane Society. So I know that you're doing a good job. To those of you in the public and the community, if you've not been out there, please go out there and visit it. Melissa's there. There's always somebody there to greet you and say hello and good morning, and you do great things. So I appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you, Kathy.
And as always, you know, you can always call me. You can call Teresa, the community. We're all here to back you and help you. But
I
you've got the
appreciate that.
best support ever with the Allens.
I
think
agree.
you know that.
I agree.
Yeah, they've always been involved with the fur babies out there. So thanks for being here. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Have a great day.
You too.
So good morning and welcome back to Coffee with the Chair. And this time we are turning it around. We are
yes.
interviewing you.
I'm not in love with this.
Because
I'm
you're
just
so
letting
amazing.
everybody know.
And nobody gets to know how wonderful you are because you're always on this side. And so I think we need to talk about you, a little bit about your background and the what you do.
More comfortable on that side.
So let's hear about Teresa.
Okay. What about Teresa?
So
I've been
how
at
long
the
have you
chamber,
how long have you been with the chamber?
13 years.
Gosh,
13
has it been
years.
that long already?
It
I
has
remember when you
been.
first came here.
You know, I worked at the paper right before I went to the chamber, and Linda Cox, who is the
She's now with the city of Fort Pierce.
she's the clerk, city clerk. We're still the best of friends. And she brought me to the chamber. I was working at the paper, and I was in charge of circulation, subscriptions. And I'm like, oh, this job is not going to last forever. I'm going to need to
And look
have
at
a
it. But Teresa, you've
plan
done
too.
amazing things. I can tell
Thank
you,
you.
I've been a business owner here for years, and the chamber was always there and they were good, but they have never had a presence in this community the way they have under your leadership. Really, you have taken it
Oh, thank
to a whole
you.
new level. You've
It's
got a
important
great
to me.
staff, Mark and everybody, your ambassadors, Veronica and all them
ambassadors,
are
oh my
amazing.
Lord.
They're everywhere.
I call them my best kept secret of free labor, but our ambassadors are amazing.
Like, I went to Veronica's Martini Network last
Yeah.
week.
Oh yeah, I saw
Fun.
pictures.
Yeah, it was fun.
She's been doing that for a very long time.
And I didn't realize that till she had said something a couple weeks prior. So I'm going to try
Yeah,
to start
oh,
going to
yeah.
those because I met a lot of people I didn't even know.
You do, and it's different crowds, and I
It
love
was.
that. And so I've known Veronica since I started 13 years ago, and she started Martini Network, oddly enough, with somebody that used to work for me and who was one of my best friends in the world, Melissa Adams. You know. And so I've always been supportive of other networking events. I think it's important to be supportive of other organizations, other groups. That's how you meet new people. If you only network at the chamber, how do you expand
Right.
your...
And it's really about letting the businesses know other businesses so that they can bounce off of one another, but also
Yeah.
to put those businesses out there. And I will say that the businesses that are involved with the chamber that I've seen when I've been to your events, they're also businesses that are engaged a lot in the community.
Oh, for
and they
sure.
do well. They do very well.
Yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
actually free marketing. Join the chamber and go to their parties and events and Martini Networks, and it's like free
Yeah.
advertisement.
And we always recommend that. Don't just go to our stuff. You got to go to Martini Network. There's a couple other networking groups, and we expand your horizons. That's the way it works. I can tell you, when I first started, I went through leadership actually before I worked at the chamber. I went through leadership when I was at the newspaper, and I met Brian Gardner was in my class, and he had at that time a small IT company, and literally grew that so big. And a lot of that, I think, was just networking in the chamber and getting
Now, the
new
chamber has a
clients.
leadership program. Talk about that.
Leadership St. Lucie is, it's really kind of international leadership programs, and we have conferences and that. You do best practices, but it is a year-long program. We get together once a month for an entire day. Typically, we stick people on a bus. It's usually the sheriff's bus.
Yeah.
And we go behind the scenes in places that nobody would ever get to go.
Everybody that's ever done it has had a great time, and it's always this year when they get done, best class ever.
Yeah, well,
and they
that's a
rally
tradition.
against. Yeah, they rally against a lot. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I haven't had time. But I am going to do that one year.
You know, what stinks is we had to postpone it after last
COVID.
year because of COVID. And we got 3 classes in. We got orientation, history day, and environmental day. Environmental day, we go out to Adams Ranch and we get a private tour from Robbie and Mike Adams. And history day, we go through the museum, and Lucille Wrights talks to us, who's, Lucille, longtime historian. But we could not continue on in the same fashion. We couldn't put 30 people on a bus to go behind the scenes at the hospital.
Yeah, COVID has really just changed a lot of things, and it's been a challenge to get through some of this. We are slowly, I think, getting back. We're just doing things in a smaller group. It'll be interesting to see where 2021 begins.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying we'll have mass production of this vaccine, I hope sooner rather than later. But right now, we're getting ready to talk to our leadership class because we've got to postpone again.
Right.
Because-
it's not ready, and I don't think government's ready to open back up yet either.
No, you still have to have your temperature.
Right.
Who is going to let us in 30 people walk through the halls of the NICU at the
Right,
hospital? They're not going to let us do
I don't
that.
even think, there was a networking group that got together there once a month in the mornings. I think
Yeah.
I think they're just starting that back.
Back up.
And I think they're actually limiting it, and they're going to go like the distance at the tables, and it's going to actually be limited.
And that's in a private room
Yes.
off of the cafeteria.
walk in.
So you're not really into the hospital
Correct.
very far.
Well, they're not even, like, if you even go into the hospital, you're really only allowed one visitor.
Yeah.
You can't even, yeah, so we still have some challenges to get through. Even the county, we are open for business, but there's still limitations coming into our building and stuff too. So yeah, so let's talk about some of the things you have moving forward for 2021? I know that you're still going to continue the things you do. Is there anything new that you're thinking about doing or adding?
Actually, there is. So everybody knows the word pivot. Pivot, COVID, pivot. COVID and pivot went hand in hand. But for me, I love a challenge, and I love thinking of new ways to help business and new ways to help the chamber and to keep the chamber a vibrant, productive part of every solution. You know, what is the solution that we need to be a part of today? Right now, it's what are we going to do instead of some of these other programs because of COVID. So we've got a couple things planned. One of them is we're going to do some short half-day leadership days, but they'll be independent, so anybody can come and do it. One of them is going to be on nonprofits and how to serve on a nonprofit board. So
That's
we're gonna,
important.
Oh, it's huge. We're going to teach you Robert's rules. We're going to have some boards lined up. We're going to try to get everybody placed that goes through the class. But I think that
That's good.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of nonprofits that need stuff out there, and they need board members. And I think it's important that when you sit on a nonprofit board, you hold that agency and nonprofit accountable. That's your
Yes.
job as a board member. And that's what builds strength within that nonprofit. But it's something that you have to be passionate about. Don't just sit on a board because you're
Right.
asked to sit on a board. Have the passion for what that nonprofit represents. So
Yes.
for you to do that class, that's great because they get to learn about it and they understand that through the Robert's Rules of Orders, that's how you do a meeting.
Yeah.
And then they can go out there like Humane Society, the Up Center, if it's children.
Yeah.
They can then have the definitions of all of these things and go out there and you help them to place them, kind of like a job placement, but that gets them engaged in the community. That's a great idea, actually. I like that.
So we're going to do that. Hopefully in I keep saying January, but my partners want to do it in February. But I'm excited about it, so I want to get it started. But the reality is we all tend to have the same 20, 30 board members. We share them. We all serve on multiple boards, as you know. And I feel like there's a whole group of people out there that are sort of intimidated by the process. Some of these big corporations, they expect you to go serve on a board. You go serve on a board, then you learn as you go. And I feel like we might be able to tap into some new blood.
And you know what I found, so the cities have started their class that you can go and learn about
Yeah.
the city government. And then the county has done theirs.
Yes.
And what I have discovered through the people that come to that, they're people that are not involved.
No.
They're not the people that you see that are on the boards and
Board,
it's that same
yes.
circle. And so when they come out of the class, they actually want to become more engaged.
Yes.
And they want to sit on a board. So like we just had our reorg meeting on Tuesday.
Yes.
And we had put out that we had some vacancies and we didn't have enough people apply and that were qualified. And so after we had that meeting, because they're televised, I had several people reach out to my office and say, what boards are available? What do I have to do to be on the board? And we walked them through the process. So that's a really great idea because I do think that there are retired people out there. There are parents out there that are stay-at-home parents, and they really do want to become more engaged in our
But they don't
community.
know really
They don't
how.
know how to do that.
Yeah.
So that is a really good idea.
And so we're hoping that takes off. So we're excited
I think
about
it will. I
that.
think you're going to have like a list to get into those classes.
I hope so, but we're excited about that. We're going to do in the summertime with the Florida Chamber a how to get into politics. Like,
That's good.
What do you need to do to start? How do you run your finance? Who should you look for to run your finance? And what to expect, that sort of thing. Because we have a lot of people, I think, that want to serve.
But they don't know where to begin. They don't. The other thing is they really don't know what it entails.
No, they
It
don't.
really is a lot to run for office.
It
And
is.
it's like my favorite thing to tell people when they run is, a lot of people don't have the courage to go out there and run. You did. And even though you didn't win this time, it doesn't mean that you didn't win.
Yeah.
It's just something that you
The
contribute to life and the
experience.
experience, and it's a free tuition to your education, to a better future for yourself later on, right? Because
Yeah.
you will never, ever, ever have more experience and learn more about your community than running for office.
And for me, as the years go by and they go by, and I do so much with development review and planning and so much interaction, I see people sometimes run for office that I think, oh my goodness. But
They're not
that's-
running for the right seat. or they're not running for the right position.
Or they don't know enough about the
or
position.
they're saying things that they want to do, and they're things that are already being done.
Or no, my favorite is I'm going to do this. Well, that's not in your purview. You don't have the
Right.
power to do that.
They don't understand that, and a lot of people don't understand you're one of 5 votes too.
Yes.
So it's okay to have
So,
that
yeah.
passion, and you can do that, and you can champion that, but you have to know the process. And a lot of times I hear things that they want to do, we can't do. It's a city issue that they want to talk about,
Yeah,
or state.
yeah.
And so to do classes like that, I think are great.
Well, that way, we have our PAC and we're starting to endorse candidates.
Which you
And
did a good job this year, by the way.
Thank
Especially,
you.
The way everything had to be zoomed in.
It zoomed, yeah.
But you
so
did a good job.
My face was like right there, and I couldn't have any expression. But there were many times I wanted to, because I felt that people were not running for the right reasons. They didn't know enough about the position they were running for. And sometimes they flat out gave misinformation, or they tell the voters they're going to do something that isn't in their purview, they don't have the power to do. And people are swayed by that.
They are.
And that's concerning to me. So I want to help educate everybody, and I want to make sure that the people that are running for office are educated as well, and no better partner than the Florida Chamber. Now, as a partner, they're going to talk about the mechanics of it all, and what to expect. And then I'm going to help hopefully educate on the offices locally that may be up for election, because it really does bother me. I just had a conversation with the mayor of Port St. Lucie, and I said it bothers me when people give out misinformation about the seat that they're seeking.
And it does. And, it bothers me too that how negative politics can be. I mean, let's not have
I
hidden
don't love
agendas.
that.
You're there to be a public servant, and you're there to serve the community to make things better, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that it's important in moving forward, because this 2020, we've been so divided as a country. And it's sad where we've gone. This is America, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that that's wonderful, that, to bring people in and educate them and let them know that you run because of this, and then they have proper knowledge and they know what that position does, and to let them be aware of the things that they are going to have to endure going out there. And everybody in moving forward, love one another. I mean, Thanksgiving is next week. We have so much to be
Yes.
thankful for. We really do. And, by the time this show airs, we'll be into Christmas. And so we're going to be wrapping up a very long, stressful year for everybody. No matter where you are in life, no matter where you work, no matter what your financial situation is, we've all had to go through this year together, right?
Yes.
And so I'm hoping that the next election come 2022, your classes will be in place by then.
Yeah.
And it'll be, there's no reason why you cannot run and have just be friends, be cordial and respectful
Yeah.
of one another, and know why you're running, and know the facts, and know what your office does, and just, me and you run against each other for the same seat. I'm going to love you through it. And you know what? I bring something that you bring something that are different. So let the people decide, but let the people be educated in deciding why. So I
Yeah.
think that is a really great program. I'm really excited to hear that. I really am.
I'm hopeful, and I want to be able to help shape both candidates. All
Right.
candidates, not
Incumbents and new. I mean,
yeah, and not particularly one candidate in any race.
Right.
Eventually we will endorse, but it'll be after primaries.
Right.
But I'm hoping that we can work with all of them to make sure that they've crafted a message that makes sense. I don't like it when you go out and you tell people you're going to lower my taxes when you have no ability to lower my
Right.
taxes. And everybody wants lower taxes, so they're thinking this guy's going to lower my
Right.
taxes.
Yeah.
Well, he can't.
well, and I'm looking forward to having conversations over the next 4 years about term limits. I think that there should be term limits. I don't think you should just be able to run and be up there for 20 or 30 years. I think there should be term limits. I'm also in favor of being district, where if you're in District 5 votes for you, because I think
Yeah.
that gives more power to the voters on the representation that they have. Whenever you're an at-large and everybody votes on you, I don't feel that you're being fair to the residents and the taxpayers, because something in Port St. Lucie has nothing to do with somebody that's in North County. And so, although my district is all of it, I have the largest district there is, I'm just saying, for example, somebody that's in Port St. Lucie, like Commissioner Bartz or Commissioner Mitchell, but yet the people in North County get to vote for them or on the beaches. They're different issues. And so to be able to vote for your commissioner empowers the people more to do that. So these are conversations
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
think
hoping
that's a
to
good
have.
one.
I'm hoping to have them.
Now, in the two cities, they only vote within their districts.
Right.
So you're voting for your particular councilwoman or commissioner in the city
Right.
of Fort Pierce, and just at the county, is it at large?
And just at the county and constitutional, is it that we run party?
Yeah.
I think that we should all be nonpartisan and let the people know who they're voting for.
I would love that
Yeah, I
because,
think that
frankly, I don't think party matters locally.
it doesn't. It's about the person, how they're going to represent you.
Yeah. Now the constitutionals do represent the whole county, so they should. And I
Right.
think that the argument is that the commissioners represent the whole county, but you're still doing it on district.
Right.
And so the district for the constitutionals is the entire county, but that's not your district. So you could potentially lose in the district that you're serving. So the people that you're serving said, we don't want you, but the rest of the county
Right.
said, we want you.
Right, and so we just need to empower the voters and do a little bit different, I feel. But you know what? I'm one of five. Again, I'm one of five.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that. So it'll be an interesting conversation to see where we go. And I'm excited that you're going to do these things. I'm excited about the stuff that you're doing. I know that you do have some programs in place to help small businesses because you helped the young lady actually that bought the property from the old A&G pools and a couple other people.
Yeah.
So the chamber does great things. And I'm going to have the guys actually, they'll put up the website for the chamber.
Okay.
Because
They
everybody,
typically
please
do.
know, they always do.
Yeah.
But for people to know, because there's always somebody new watching the shows, right? Let them
is.
know how to contact you in the chamber because if they want to come here and have a business, the county does have our small business navigator. We're still
Yes.
trying to, make that stronger and better. So the goal is, though, to be able to let small business know that we're open for business. And if they can't get a hold of us here at the county, then the best thing to do is to contact the chamber. And I'm not going to let you get off the hook because we interviewed Melissa earlier, the rock star that she is. She's just another great girl here in the county. And I know that you had said you and your husband wanted a puppy, so I want to let you know that she does concierge service. If you let her know what you're looking for and something comes in, she'll call you and you can come look at your new little fur baby. Did you know that she does that?
Well, I had heard that you had to do that if you wanted a puppy, because we always adopt from the Humane Society. I'm a big proponent of adopting from those that need a home, and we have an adopted little terrier now. And even honestly, sometimes just even getting a little dog from the Humane Society is difficult. So we had to. I had to okay, I want this dog. Everybody, the whole family has to come down and meet the dog. Let's go. So, but to get a puppy, it's really hard. You have to
They go quick.
They go quick. But
Whenever she gets the call and she knows we're coming in, her wheels are already spinning, that she already knows somebody that she's going to match that dog with. But you can let her know what you're looking for, and she'll offer you the same service.
Well, we like terriers of some sort. We like I promised my husband a puppy because we usually adopt, we never get a puppy. And I promised him before he dies, he can have a actual puppy, one day. But you have to buy those, and I'm not into that.
And you know what? You shouldn't buy an animal. There's
No.
so much out there that needs love,
Yeah,
that are
I
on
don't
the
like it.
streets and at the shelters and stuff. And Christmas is around the corner, so everybody, Melissa's going to be busy because hopefully they're going to be in there getting the cats and the dogs for Christmas and putting the bows on around the tree.
Yes, and hopefully they won't come back. They'll stay at
And
their
hopefully by the new year they'll be empty.
Yeah. Well, I am partial to terriers because I find that they shed less. I don't like things that shed a
I don't
ton.
either. I don't like dog hair
Yeah.
in my house. I vacuum every day when I have a dog.
Well, my terrier sheds very, very little. And I know that short-haired dogs often shed. I had a black lab for 14 years. That thing left a trail everywhere it went. And so our little terrier doesn't really shed much. I like that.
Animals bring a lot of love. They're work. Don't go and adopt a dog and think it's going to be easy because it's like taking care of a child. I used to tell my children, before you think you want a child, go get a dog or a plant. And if you keep it alive and you've taken great care after a year, then you're ready for a baby. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. But Teresa, I wanted to end it with interviewing you because I don't think people really get to see the star in you that you are.
Oh, that's
you do
so
great
sweet.
things. And it was a pleasure to have Melissa with us. What a great way to wrap up the year and know the great things that are happening at the Humane Society. And I don't think our guys in IT, Mike and Flynn and Eric and I can never remember his name. God bless his soul. Is it Steph? Stefan?
Steph.
Okay, Steph.
He's fairly new.
Y'all do a great job, you know, putting all these shows together, because they do
Yeah.
a couple for you. They do the stuff with the commissioners. We rotate a month, and so I don't think that the guys get enough credit for that either. I think it's important to recognize the guys. So again, I just want to say I'm probably not going to see you again, because you know Commissioner Zadowski's the new chair, and
But we always say that. We said
are-
it last
and
month,
I'm back
and then here
again,
you
right,
are.
this
Yeah.
way. So it was perfect. It was God's timing, right? Because
Yeah.
we kind of got to play around today and switch it up. So again, always a pleasure to see you. Everybody, happy
too.
holidays. I'm sure that it's going to be an amazing 2021. The county is headed in the right direction. Great things. And so happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.